Okay. Hello. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Hope it's well on this Wednesday morning. So you'll kind of hear I've got some different music this time. Found this music from this YouTuber Pixel Beats, and this is some what do they call it? They called it something. It's from Breath of these tracks are from Breath of Fire 3, and it's especially why I was like, ooh. But this is from Pixel Beats. He called it Breath of Fire 3 City Pop Celestial Groove. I thought it kind of fit, especially with the Mario mix I had kind of before. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. And again, we got some topics that I'm going to be jumping right into this week. No, not much of a storytelling this week. Just right on into it. So yeah, this was something that jumped onto my radar because I do follow them on X and everything, is from the Star Wars Galaxies restoration. As you'll see here, they said it's safe to say the amount of players experiencing our Shatterpoint update has obliterated our expectations. We're just getting started, and this is as the graph kind of shows it, and then this increased spike here, getting up to active accounts of 2,276. Now, it does make me curious if that's like live in-game players or if it was just people that have signed up, but it's regardless pretty cool to see. That was kind of the start of all this, and I quote tweeted and everything. I was like, oh well, looks like it's time to check this out. And I made it sound like I haven't, and it kind of made me sound like I haven't tried out this server yet, which I have. And I do have a character on there that I had started a while ago, and I just have not, just, you know, there's so many different things I've been trying to get to, so, and I just kind of lost sight. And when I had the recommendation for that other combat upgrade server, I checked that out and everything. So restoration was originally on my list, and unfortunately I kind of gave it a bump. But now we are here to kind of rectify that a little bit and checking out their updates. And that was gonna be my other next thing, because they did drop they do have a YouTube channel called Star Wars Galaxies Restoration. You can find it on YouTube, and I can even drop the link in the chat for everyone, which we'll jump into. And I'll just do that right now. I'll grab the link, because they do have a trailer, as you can see. There's the link to their channel that you can check out. And so yeah, we will check out this trailer, and we'll also get into the meat of other things that they've posted, to also get to their blog and find out just what exactly is going on, because I did jump into the game just to make sure everything was working. Saw some interesting stuff. Don't know how I feel about some of the alterations to different things, but you know, we'll see. Anyways, let's get this loaded up here. Let me just pause that music really quick. Okay. But first, let me just make sure we got it for audio, so you, the wonderful chat, can hear it. Okay, here we go.
This isn't my first war. The last one taught me the truth. The front line is where
Permanent war scars. Huh.
To break. Hangars, hospitals, workshops.
Tier 5 city bases. Ooh.
Ships patched in the dark.
Covert base networks.
That's where wars shift. Turning points came from unlikely places.
Huh.
Skills, traits, and stubborn hope working side by side.
50 plus rotation PvP zones. Oh,
Galaxy.
interesting.
It was people.
Oh, so interesting. Fight any way you can. Mercenary faction. Oh, are they gonna be updating the? Because there wasn't a lot to the mercenary factions initially. Intriguing. So just even going through this really quick, this whole thing. That's kind of cool. Convoy interception missions. The covert bait, for anybody that looks like. Oh no, this is on Dantooine. I can tell by the purple hills. I originally thought this was I'm trying to remember where exactly it is, but there's the Rebel base for the Rebel theme park that you do. And I forget if that's on Corellia or somewhere else now for the Rebel base that you go through and do missions out of. But there was one, so that's cool that they're also I mean, that's great that within this system they're updating more features for just a combat upgrade. But what also kind of, this is interesting that they're talking about mercenary factions because like it was with mercenaries, there wasn't a whole lot other than space missions that came along. And you could act independently, basically. That was at least the great thing about Galaxies, was that yes, you could take the side of the Rebel Alliance, you could take the side of the Imperials, or you could just be like it is, a mercenary. And especially for piloting, you had the mercenary missions to do. But again, like I said, no. So there was the theme park on Lock, I think it is. I'm trying to remember exactly, because that would be kind of more. And you had this theme, the Jabba's theme park, which was the kind of the first one, which, or at least certainly the first one that they kind of put you through in the new game enhancements for missions. It's going to Jabba. So I'm trying to remember. All the different theme parks, because I know the Imperials, which is great because then you eventually get to go on Naboo and do missions for Vader, and then eventually you do, I think you don't do missions for Thrawn, but you do meet a younger Thrawn before he becomes Grand Admiral. Okay, the Nims theme park, Meat Lumps theme park, I don't know that one. I don't remember that one. Never did the Witches of Dathomir theme park. Jabba's, of course, I remember. Marauder theme park might be more the one I'm thinking of. No, never did that one. Because like it was, once like certain updates started coming along, we just kind of all got locked up into that. But I think it was Nim's theme park, which is on. Yeah. Pretty sure I remember this one. So that was like another kind of, I think, mercenary-esque. You didn't have to be a faction or another, because if you wanted to do the Imperial or Rebel factions theme parks, you had to be at least, a certain reputation with them. But that's cool if that's what's going on. And then this Hoth, if I remember correctly, didn't really get introduced until the NGE new game enhancements era, towards maybe the middle to end of everything, as a sort of like, I think, basically their flashpoints. So that's kind of cool that they're bringing this in for CU era gameplay. I'm not a big PvP person, but that's cool that they have kind of rotating PvP battle arenas or battle spots to take part in the little wars. And I do, of course, always like the idea of cracking down on uprisings. You got to squash those rebel scum terrorists. Okay, so that's a great little trailer for that. And then they had this saying we've added an end game progression system tied to seasonal badges, so players have advanced rewards to work towards while still enjoying the game they've always loved, and preventing level creep. Additional prestige tracks will come with future updates. And that is always like the thing with some of these emulators is like, okay, so what direction do they start to take them to not let it get stale, so you aren't just, retreading the same ground over and over again. I can't imagine being in that spot, because it's gonna be a tough road on how you take things, because there's gonna be the autists, especially the spurgs like me, that are gonna be like very purist minded of like, no, things should remain like this. And so I can't imagine just like the balancing act that they're trying to do. But I'm with the spike and everything, I'm really intrigued. But they do say like fan revival of sandbox MMO SWG with features from CU, NGE, and pre-CU. So that's kind of the big thing right there. But this, they show off prestige system. You have ground PvP. So the prestige ground PvP ranks: Rookie, Combatant, Special Forces, Galactic Marine, PvP Legend. Experience: kills and assists, deaths, flashpoints, battlefields, bounty hunting. Benefits: PvP skill mods, objective bonus for PvP, improve the odds, credit payouts, mercenary. So you got mercenary, space PvP, space piracy, manufacturing, and surveying. For mercenary: contract runner, hired gun, war broker, balance enforcer, mercenary legend, base busting, invasion, supply line, space battles, and liberated goods, special abilities, and credit payouts. For the space PvP, you got wingman, starfighter, squadron leader, wing commander, one hell of a pilot, overt duty mission, space battles, PvP kills for the experience. And then for the benefits: for station tokens bonus, astro navigation, droid command speed, and the Galactic Civil War bonus. Nice. Space piracy: for your ranks, you got scavenger, buccaneer, marauder, dread pirate, master of the void. Experience in duty missions, convoys, destroying ships, corvettes. I remember always trying to get to do the Corvette missions and stuff like that, but again, it never aligned with the guild and getting people together to do it and whatnot, so I never really got to take part in the Corvette missions. But the benefits from the space piracy, you got duty token bonus, credit bonus, advanced salvaging, crystal hunting. Oh. And then under manufacturing, you got tinkerer, industrialist, tycoon, master fabricator, titan of industry. I should probably have the music back on now. Crafting for experience, crafting items, factory runes. I don't. The experience I can only guess is like how you get this stuff, and then the benefits from that is lucky experimentation, factory speed, complexity reduction, assembly bonus. Well, that's good that they're giving also more to do for the crafters and stuff too, and because you got surveying as well, field scout rank, extractor, wildcatter, prospector, and galactic prospector. Experience through ISD reports, resource reporting, hand sampling, mini games. And then the benefits are surveying range, ISD speed, and I'm not sure what the ISD is, advanced sampling, and extraction rates. Ooh, that's good. That's always nice. And then so they have the read more here, which we'll go to in just a moment. This is the PvP prestige. So here you see you started out as a recruit, then you got rookie first rank, second rank, third, and fourth rank, and then fifth you become a rat. So after rookie, you're a rat, and then a degenerate, and then the degen rat, and then the chosen rat. Oh god, that's great. But yeah, let's take a look at the yes. Oh my god, I didn't expect this. I guess it has been a while since I've, logged in and everything on the main site. So yeah, prestige progression system. Prestige progression comes to SWG Restoration. One of the long-standing goals of Restoration has been to let players play the way they want to play and to reward dedication without forcing anyone into content they don't enjoy. With the introduction of Prestige progression, we're taking a major step forward that goal by adding a new form of long-term playstyle focused advancement designed to recognize commitment, specialization, and active engagement across the galaxy. Prestige is launching with several distinct progression tracks, with more planned for the future. What is Prestige is a new progression system that exists alongside professions, not on top of them. Rather than spending skill points or unlocking new abilities, Prestige represents dedicated mastery within a specific domain of gameplay, such as surveying, crafting, or space combat. That's interesting, because I did take a look at some of the systems. Like I said, I looked at the skill trees and stuff like that, and they changed some things up, which will be later when I get to the playing the game portion. But they changed up. I don't know if they'll get into this here, but I saw how they changed up the titles of the certain classes, and then how under certain trees you can go up particular trees, but then they give you the automatic option of optionally switching off to the other classes within the block, basically. So you could go up, like, say, the swordsman tree in the just the basic melee, and then maybe pick, instead of going into the advanced swordsman, you'd go to, which, although the advanced swordsman, as I saw, was called Berserker now, you could go into Terras Kasi or Polearm or whatever. So each prestige track uses its own unique experience type and advances through a pyramid-style skill tree where players progress linearly upward, unlocking focused bonuses at each tier. Prestige rewards are intentionally limited in scope. Each track only enhances the activities it represents, ensuring that players aren't incentivized to grind content they don't enjoy, just for universal power gains. That was, always the thing. There was kind of the base. I think I talked about it when I was first doing some of these, and I was playing on the Awakening server and talking about pre-CU era and how you basically had very set builds that people would take, and that would be kind of the de facto, route to go. Oh, hello and good morning, JM Prof. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well this morning. So let's see how Prestige works. Prestige skills can be found directly in the existing skills interface, organized under a new ranked category. This new folder structure organizes skills into familiar groupings: basic professions, advanced professions, secondary professions, ranked prestige progression. Each prestige track appears as its own ranked skill tree, making prestige a natural extension of the existing character's progression rather than a separate or disconnected feature. Interesting. And here we already saw this just a moment ago. Each prestige track follows a 5-tier pyramid structure. Progression is linear, moving upward one tier at a time. Only one player can occupy the top tier of a given prestige track at any moment. Roughly 1 million prestige XP is required to fully progress a track, with increasing requirements at higher tiers. This is going to be more, I think, to kind of understand some of this stuff is going to be more when we get into the game, when we do get into gameplay later. Prestige favors active dedication about certain thresholds. Prestige XP will slowly decay over time, encouraging ongoing participation while preventing permanent lock-in. This decay is designed to be gradual and will not cause players to drop entire rank tiers. Huh. Seasonality, parsecs, and leaderboards. Okay, so they really are just like doing more, I guess, kind of a more community thing. Prestige progression is seasonal at the start of each new parsec. All prestige progression and rankings reset to 0. Each parsec introduces new titles and badges tied to prestige rank tracks, creating fresh opportunities for competition and recognition. Parsecs also serve as narrative and systemic breakpoints for the galaxy, allowing future seasons to be influenced by events that occurred in prior ones. Prestige progression and leaderboards are related but separate. Leaderboard tracks player performance over the course of parsec, provided no gameplay advantages. Instead, players who reach specific leaderboard thresholds earn exclusive recognition in the form of Discord roles and badges. This ensures that prestige remains fair, accessible, focused, and playstyle mastery rather than permanent power. So we already took a look at the prestige system there. Surveying prestige rewards players who actively explore planets and uncover new resources. Oh, that's good. So then the prestige XP is earned by reporting newly discovered resources. Okay, completing hand sampling mini games, discovering resources via survey droids. Prestige benefits include, so we've gone over that a little bit with this above. Do they have the ISD? Is that no? Increased harvesting extraction, significant hand sampling bonus from minigame, faster survey droid return times, and increased survey range. This is kind of how they show off the mission floral resources. Manufacturing prestige is focused on dedicated crafters and factory operators, successfully crafting items and completing factory production runs. That's how you gain the XP. And then prestige benefits, again, we kind of went over some of this. These bonuses are defined as a quality of life improvement that reward sustained and crafting activity without dramatically altering balance before after screenshots with the same recipe resources experimentation. That is a so we kind of again went over the prestige for some of these, but let's see. Space prestige rewards players who engage in PvE. Okay, so the space piracy is for PvE space combat and mission content. That's good to know. So by completing PvE duty missions, destroying enemy ships, and destroying capital ships such as corvettes and hyperdrive freighters. And then we've already gone over we've already seen the. Oh no, let's see. Because the second chance for receiving a midlith crystal loot or second chance for receiving space part loot. Interesting. Space PvP prestige, that one's pretty. That one was pretty. Yeah, the PvP prestige is pretty straightforward. So engaging galactic civil war combat in space, while overt or special forces. Participating in space battles, destroying enemy player ships to earn XP, and then the prestige benefits, of course, increased token reports, faster hyperspace and home port calculations / command only, reduced droid command execution delays, and increased GCW gains. Interesting. And of course, we got ground PvP prestige. That focuses on taking part in a galactic civil war. This track focuses on survivability, pressure, and contribution in contested environments, rewarding players who consistently engage in ground-based conflict rather than isolated duels. Oh. Again, that's gonna be kind of like the galactic civil war sort of stuff too. But prestige XP is earned by participating in the ground PvP encounters, objectives, bounty hunting another player successfully, defeating a bounty hunter who has initiated combat with you. Oh, that's good. At higher prestige tiers, ground PvP also grants weekly credit stipends, scaling from modest payouts at mid tiers up to substantial weekly salaries at the highest ranks. These rewards recognize sustained participation and leadership in PvP environments over the course of a parsec. In addition, top tiers unlock a group-focused PvP ability that provides a defensive combat aura to nearby allies. This ability is designed to support coordinated group play and reinforce the role of experienced PvP players. Interesting. And then it looks like you got the improve the odds, improved aim shot, full auto. So that's interesting. So the improve the odds, a group buff that grants all nearby allies in a PvP environment with advanced defensive bonus overrides the previous rank's aura buff from other players. Mercenary prestige, here we go, are critical in GCW and can change the tides of war. These players will be rewarded for signing up to create balance in the war. So prestige XP is earned by participating in Galactic Civil War PvE content like base busting, invasions, galactic supply lines, space battle, and duty missions, while aligned as a faction helper for the side that has fallen behind in the galaxy map. Participating in GCW PvP content like flashpoints, Galactic Civil War battles, Restus, and PvP space battles, while aligned as a faction helper for that has fewer members online or in the immediate area. So they are only meant to be a balancing act. That's interesting. Mercenary prestige benefits include access to liberated goods from Shady Pirate, like legendary general weapons, special abilities mirroring those available at higher officer ranks, bonuses to credit payout from flashpoints, and base bus. Mercenary prestige system provides an alternative progression track that doesn't involve signing up for a single faction. Your alliance depends on how their pocketbook is. Choose your path. Prestige is designed to expand over time. Throughout 2026, SWGR plans to expanding the prestige system into other areas. Prestige provides the foundation for rewarding specialization across many more aspects of the game. Overall, prestige progression is about identity, dedication, and choice. Whether you're creating new resource fields, running factories, flying dangerous space routes, or battling for galactic dominance, prestige rewards you for doing what you already love and doing it well. Choose your path to commit to it and let your prestige speak for itself. May the force be with you. Well, that's curious. There's the Phoenix rank badge. Again, interesting. That's pretty cool for quite the update and quite the change too. I don't know if they have anything specifically talking about. Okay, so here's Shatterpoint. These are some patch notes. Game now launched a 64-bit client. Speed of player attack has reduced for a large number of so I'm kind of. So that's probably what a lot of this was too, was all the prestige and stuff like that. The Battle of Echo Base added. Battle for Echo Base on Hoth is now live. Battle of Restus. Northern part of Rory. Okay. Flashpoints. Open world PvP battles ignite without warning in more than 50 locations. Each flashpoint brings one of our objectives to a battlefield with a different reason to fight, offering credit and GCW rewards. So flashpoints is sounding a lot different here in Galaxies than they are in like Star Wars: The Old Republic. Galactic supply lines, logistics, manufacturing, delivering, and disrupting supply chains plays a new critical role by forging galactic supply lines. Non-combatant objectives for providing goods to fuel the war or stopping the supply. Oh, cray. Holy moly. Heroics and instances. Cost of using heroic fast travel is now 10,000 credits. Interesting. Some bosses in the like it is. This is a lot of just the changes going on. I think the prestige is kind of the big change up to the game, and like I said, we'll see more when I get into the game later. So that'll be the curiosity there when I get into the game later. I'm looking forward to it now. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Let's get to the chat here. Kind of ignored you for a moment, just going over all of that information, which is just crazy. Oops. JM Prophet said doing good. I was the one that texted you on Discord someday. Yep, I know. No, I'm horrible at getting back to DMs and stuff like that usually. Well, thank you, saying y'all should drop him a follow. Well, I appreciate that. And hello, Kimoy6 and DY Play. How are you? Saying what's going on? Just going over some information on Star Wars Galaxies emulated server. You know, just kind of checking things out. That's all. Hope you're all doing well so far this morning. Got Twitch going this morning. Let's go. Okay. So, next item of business here that I wanted to kind of go into that I thought was interesting. Over here on the old Niche Gamer, just to kind of get an article for it. The new version of the original Final Fantasy VII out now on PC. As promised, Square Enix has released the new version of Final Fantasy VII for PC, bringing it with new gameplay improvements. The new version of Final Fantasy VII is now available for Windows PC via Steam, GoG, and owners of for the original can upgrade for free, though save data is not transferable between the versions. So, a little correction there, because you don't have to upgrade. In fact, on my Steam, I already got it in my list, and I'll bring it up really quick. So kind of a point of order on that one. Let's close that, and then yeah, so straight on down here. Yeah, so they have it Final Fantasy VII as labeled 2013 edition. And I should have gone through more of the game on the P, but I've played the hell out of this game already on PlayStation back in the day. So earning achievements has not been a big thing. But now there is I already have the updated version on Steam. So the re-release version on Steam, I already have it here. It was already made available to me, which is interesting. So maybe a Final Fantasy VII playthrough sooner or later. But yeah, here's the rundown of the new release. The world has fallen under the dominion of Shinra Electric Power Company, a sinister corporation that has monopolized the planet's very life force as Mako Energy, and the urban megalopolis of Midgar, an anti-Shinra rebel group calling themselves Avalanche, have stepped up their game their campaign of resistance. Cloud Strife, a former member of Shinra's elite soldier unit, now turned mercenary, lends his aid to the rebels, unaware that he will be drawn into an epic battle for the state of the planet while having to come to terms with his own lost past. He's got the amnesias, folks. This product is an upgraded version of the Final Fantasy VII from 2013 edition with additional features. There are no changes or additions to the story, which is as it should be, and honestly what the remake should have been. No additions to the story or changes. Piss off. No, we didn't need Sephiroth live stream hopping to different realities or timelines or whatever the crap it basically is. But yeah, you have the 3x speed mode. Play through the game at up to 3 times the speed. This feature can only be used in battle, travel, and select events. Interesting. ability to turn battle encounters off. Activate this this option to turn off random encounters. Story event battles still must be completed to advance the story, which I can understand, especially if you've gotten to a certain point and you're just kind of like, all right, let's just get to the next story segment, and you kind of want to turn that off. But I mean, part of the whole experiencing the game is experience the full game of the way it's originally intended. But ADD gamers these days. This battle enhancement mode, activate this mode to recover HP MP during battles and max out the limit gauge. That sounds like kind of a cheat mode, but all right. Auto save feature. Hey, if you aren't spastically, holy crap, we got 23 people over on Twitch. Thank you, everybody. Wow, I haven't had that many people over there. I can't ever. Thank you so much. Lord Finn says Star Wars. That was the last topic for sure. Haven't really played this. The Star Wars Galaxies, it passed people by. And I mean, hey, that's at least a great thing with emulators, is that you can always go back and kind of check those out. But hello, Lord Finn 44, thank you for watching. And Rahon Fort, what game? Star Wars Galaxies or Final Fantasy VII here? Kind of bouncing between different things now. But otherwise, the other part is that, yeah, over on GoG, so yeah, they've got the page for it here. You can see the story features, so and everything and it looks like they do have achievements. And I did, like the whore that I am for the original Final Fantasy VII, I already grabbed it. But they do have that's kind of the thing. These are all new releases now. So if you are wanting DRM free, and you know that you buy the game, you keep the game and everything like that, over on GOG here, they not only have Final Fantasy VII, but they now also have Final Fantasy IX, which was kind of the gem for me and my probably the last Final Fantasy that I played through. Yeah, because after that I dropped 10 after a point. Oh, I dropped 10 when I got to the wedding part, and then I just watched my brother play the rest of that. And then I've kind of lost interest with the Final Fantasy games ever since. But they have the Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I know people have their feelings about it as they do, and I don't blame them, because I believe they censored some of the summons and stuff like that, so that's the downside there. But they do have also this Final Fantasy IV remake and Final Fantasy III 3D remake. So they've added now some more of the Final Fantasy games over here on Good Old Games. If you're interested and you want, to know that you buy and keep the games, so long as you keep a digital backup and everything, absolutely, this is the place to go, especially DRM free. You can't beat it. And they're doing a lot of great things for video game preservation as well, for any old games. Hang on, they have like their preservation program. They've been getting more mods set up for it. So yeah, Good Old Games, their preservation program. They've been really adding more and more to the list over time. They got when they put Breath of Fire 4 on there, that was like an instant grab for me. I already have some of the Dark Forces and stuff, so definitely, if you're looking to get the PC games, keep them, all that fun stuff, GOG is a great place for that sort of thing. So I just thought that was cool that even Square now has reached out a little bit more to put the games on this storefront, because not a lot of people have been too keen on it, just because there is no DRM, there's no de novo and stuff like that. You got the game, it's there, it's for you, boom, no hassle. But the thing is that yes, it does kind of make it easy to share with your friends, so to speak. But it's good that more and more they're starting to reach out and do that, so that's good. I mean, for God's sakes, yeah, you got even Capcom here with like there were classic Resident Evils, Breath of Fire, and everything. So I mean, more and more it's growing, and that's great to see. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of what they're gonna be doing over there. Okay, one more topic here, I think. And then we'll jump into the Star Wars Galaxies restoration server. We're already approaching that hour mark. And hello, Lil Rick 99. Hope you're doing well this morning. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, like I said, we really and we've now got 100 followers over on Twitch. Let's go. So pumped. Thank you so much, everyone. I don't know why I'm not getting any notifications. I have it all set up through Stream Elements, and it's not giving me the damn notifications, or I'm not hearing them, but I should be. I'm sorry. Because let's see here. I've got it right here. So thank you for the follow from Kimoy6, DY Play, Lord Finn 44, and Rahone Fort. And that Iron Guy, much appreciated, everyone. Much appreciated. Sorry, I did not catch that for some reason. I don't know why. Bizarre. I don't know. I might have to just like reset a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so this was something that I found interesting when I saw the news. And I remember playing this game once upon a time ago, but I didn't quite understand like what else they had under their belt. But here we go from Dexerto. I saw this over on X. Simpsons hit and run developer returns and is looking to remaster classic games. The studio behind the Simpsons hit and run has relaunched with a new website and a rebrand as New Radical Entertainment. The studio announced the relaunch in a blog post introducing the new site, describing it as a fresh start while drawing on the studio's legacy. Radical Entertainment is best known for working on licensed titles, including tie-ins to The Simpsons, Incredible Hulk, Scarface. That was a unique game. That was like an interesting GTA clone. I don't know if anybody else had played it, but that was an interesting one. And Crash Bandicoot. Hit and Run has remained one of the most requested games for a modern re-release or remaster among fans, which New Radical says it just so happens to specialize in. New Radical Entertainment says it specializes in remastering classic games. Announcing the relaunch, the studio said the new website is intended to reflect its renewed focus and creative direction. Which is good to have some more competition in that regard, because we've had Aspire that's remastered classics, and unfortunately they did bungle Battlefront 2, but I think they made up for it in other directions. Then Night Dive has been, of course, big for remastering classics and putting them onto current systems. And they did do the remake for System Shock 1 and the System Shock 2 remastered, which the System Shock 1 remake I have a love-hate relationship with right now, and I'll try and do something proper of an update once I get things squared away between me and Night Dive. Anyways, it's good, but anyway, it's good to have more of these kind of companies that'll work to hopefully preserve more video games, because I think that is a very important thing to maintain. And good morning, Static. How are you this morning, sir? Hope you're doing well. Probably getting ready for work or something at this point. No, that's 5 for, yeah. Anyways, quote, "We are excited to unveil the new Radical website, a digital hub designed to reignite the spirit of creativity and inspiration that has always driven our mission. This platform serves not just as a website, but as a nostalgic journey back to the roots of innovation and collaboration. We invite you to embark on this adventure with us." So Radical Games, they have Hit and Run, The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which I've heard good things. Prototype I never got into. I sided more on the Infamous for games. I was more on Infamous side than Prototype, but I do need to give that game a solid go one of these days. Scarface, like I said, was a unique GTA clone, at least in the sense too that it did prevent you. They maintained Scarface's whole thing of no women, no children, so you couldn't kill certain pedestrians that were female on the streets. So, but they did do. So I wasn't big on Crash Bandicoot myself, but that's cool that they did these, and we could potentially see these be remastered and put out on the new systems. While the studio has not announced any new projects or confirmed remakes or remasters of its past games, it says it is actively seeking work and is available to take on development projects. Quote, "Our highly skilled team is available immediately to take on full metaverse or real-time VFX projects. We also provide smaller strike teams to help with optimization, live ops, design, tuning, service, and more. The studio also highlighted remastering as one of its main areas of expertise, raising the possibility of future work on classic titles. Quote, we specialize in remastering classic games by enhancing visuals, audio, and gameplay to revive beloved titles from modern hardware, appealing to both new players and long time." As of writing, it would seem that the new Radical Entertainment remains a subsidiary of Activision. Be careful with that one. Earlier this month, Blue Point Games, a studio known for its pedigree in the realm of remasters, was closed after its live service God of War game was canceled. Well, you can only hope for the best then, that they at least get to start working on more projects and see what they can do with preserving old video games and stuff like that, because that is an important thing. And you do have right now the whole Stop Killing Games initiative led by the likes of Ross Scott of Accursed Farms and everything. So that's also been a big initiative right now. We can only hope that we do have some more people, because like, and even like the big thing too would be for people that want like physical copies of games. If we could get alternatives against limited run games that have basically, in my opinion, just completely crapped the bed with either bad production, bad QA production, whatever it may be, and just like the overly long delayed times and stuff like that, and bad customer and overall poor customer service, that would be great to get alternatives that could pick up the slack and be, hopefully raise that bar to what LRG has done, because that's kind of in relation to the System Shock remake that I have a lot of beef with right now, and I'm still waiting to get certain things resolved at the moment. So we'll see how it's gonna go on that one. But otherwise, like I said, it'll be good. It'll be cool to see. Hopefully, I think Hit and Run has been a big request from a lot of people to be put back out there, and hopefully that's one of them. It'll be interesting, just in general, to get to see some of these old games, because not everybody hit everything when they were out or initially, so it's always good to have that backlog to go back to for some old games that definitely have a good reputation. So there you have it. All right, chat, how are you doing? Hello, Acid Stormblade, how are you doing? Are you surviving, sir? I hope you're doing well. You are in such an interesting line of work, I have to say. Such interesting things you get to tell us about. Static saying I work from home on Wednesday, so I'm just working right now. Gotcha. Well, thanks for having me on in the background, sir. Audio is clipping or something. Maybe it was when I was moving around my mic just now. Hopefully that hasn't been continually happening too much. You're the first to say anything. No. Just figures. All right. Well, those were certainly some of the topics that I wanted to hit today. I think that's a start, and I'm going to get started a little early with the Star Wars Galaxies restoration, because I definitely want to get some time into that. I'm just going to load up a different playlist, because regular Star Wars music gets hit up the wazoo. And I did put together at least a list of video game Star Wars music that shouldn't get too tweaked. Yeah, so I'll just put it on the old shuffle here. Acid says, hopefully one day I will have Dermy committed. He would be an interesting case study, I am sure. Very interesting. Along with probably also Cloud. He'd be another interesting case study there. Them boys ain't right. All right. Let's get that going and watch the old gameroo. That's where all the goofy stuff you have to do sometimes to get these games to work. At least some of them. Oop. Bada boom. There we go. Okay. Just like before, I will be creating a brand new character. Just to kind of get an idea for everything. Oh, all right. So, on the restoration server here, they did add some new races. So, they added the Chiss. Recognizable for their blue skin yet humanoid appearances, the Chiss have glowing eyes that respond to the oxygen content in their surroundings and are known for having a high metabolism, which keeps them physically fit. And then you can change the different clothing, very much like, I think, what was it, the Legend server we jumped into? They had the Nautilins. Always interesting to have them running around. But I'm also not seeing the racial stats, so they must have done away with that stuff. Even though that was still part, I believe it's still lightly part of the whole Star Wars Galaxy of the Combat upgrade era. The Nautilins were a humanoid species from the planet Glee Anselm. They were amphibious and adapted to survive in harsh environments. I don't think I've seen the females of them. Interesting. Also for Chiss. We have Deveronians, which, if you've seen, they are the more devil-looking people. These devil-faced, black-blooded creatures hail from Deveron and are resistant to fire. Oh. Deveronians also have 2 livers, which allows them to constantly clear toxins and carcinogens from their body. Interesting. I don't know if... Why am I now wondering if Bith are new? Yeah, they're new. Bith are a peaceful species of craniopods with a knack for science, politics, and music. which if you saw like A New Hope, they were the Cantina band. Bits have microscopic vision to 0.07 on the Gandok scale, strong dexterity, and are extremely sensitive to the tonalities of sound. Okay, there's the female Bith. And the Miralan, I hate trying to pronounce their damn names. Were near human species native to the planet Miriel. They had skin tones ranging from green to yellow or pink to purple. Most had traditional geometric tattoos on their faces, which symbolized personal achievements. Oh, that's interesting. I don't even think the older Star Wars: The Old Republic had these details in there. Anyway, those are the new species that they certainly have for the server. But like it is, I'm boring. I like my humans. I'm going human. Let's see though if I can actually, because I remember one of the servers, I could not name myself Fractured Filter. Let's see if I can get away with it here. I guess we could just have it show the tutorial. Yeah, that's fine. He's properly muscled. You gotta make him a little taller, though. Gotta be a tall boy. Maybe a little bigger. There we go. But he's gotta be a pasty boy, pasty white boy. There we go. And like it is, I just kind of also want to get into the game and get it going. There we go. Well, this one let me create my name. There we go.
Welcome to Star Wars Galaxies. This short tutorial will explain the basic mechanics needed to help you as you begin to learn the Star Wars experience.
Is that Jennifer Hale?
In Star Wars Galaxies, you move by using the keyboard, with the choice of using the arrow keys in the directions they indicate, or using the traditional W, A, S, and D keys. The W key moves.
When did they have? I don't remember. Wow. Okay.
Left. The S key moves your character backward, and the D key moves your character right. Your view of your character is controlled by the mouse. To move your view, click and hold the right mouse button. If you do this and move the mouse outside of this dialog box, you will see that your view of your character moves. Try moving your view now. When you wish to talk to an NPC, place your cursor over them and click the right button.
You know, I didn't quite mean to do the tutorial mode. You blew up my ship! Ah, trauma can do strange things to your perception. We arrived just in time to pull you from danger. You haven't been easy to find. Find? You've been looking for me? Why, yes. You've recently come to the attention of the Empire as a person of interest. Aww. Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing in this instance? I'm sure the Emperor will want to be notified. The Emperor? Oh boy. What? Emperor? Why me? The Empire is always interested in those who seem to have an unusual amount of potential. But now that you are safely aboard, there will be papers to fill out. If you'll just move along. We'll get you taken care of. All right.
In Star Wars Galaxies, you will be receiving many quests and missions. These missions and quests give you waypoints. These waypoints have direction indicators that show up as blue arrows on your screen. They indicate the direction you need to travel. When you get closer to your destination, the blue arrow on your screen will be supplemented by a column of light that comes down from the sky to illuminate your specific destination. When you're ready to continue, click OK and proceed to the next route.
All right. Oh, now I remember some of this.
In Star Wars Galaxies, you are able to use and wear many items. The items are stored not...
Don't mind me, just opening the case. Thank you. We are so glad you survived that terrible pirate attack. I'm sorry we weren't able to retrieve your equipment, but perhaps you'll find something in this box to be suitable replacement. My stuff! My ship! It all comes directly from our officer's supply. Our commander said you were to have the best. Please take a look in the box. Oh boy. Why are you giving me things? You can never be too careful. It's only rumors, but it said those pirates that blew up your ship have infiltrated the station and they mean to kill you. After me? Why? Well, I've said too much already. It's rumors, nothing more. Please move on down the hall. They have more information for you there. And don't forget to get some food out of the container. Very well.
The quest journal is where all the information on quests and missions you have accepted will be kept. There are two parts to the journal. In the upper section is the basic task.
Okay, yeah. Journal. So this is some of the NGE content, basically, because they didn't quite have these journals set up so neatly before that. So, I mean, that's kind of good. Your quest journal provided us with some interesting information on you. What do you mean? Quest journal? I've never seen the book before. What were you doing with my book? We wanted to be sure we were returning it to the rightful owner. It said Quest Journal, property of Fractured Filter. It has been a very interesting reading. In fact, it has convinced people that our interest in you has not been misplaced. Oh boy. I'm certain it will be useful to you in the future. You read my journal! Military security, you know? We needed proof for your identity. Also, we were just hoping to get some insight into just why those pirates would want you dead. I regret entries had to be erased. What side insight do you have now? Well, if you just move along the next room, they have more information. God damn it! All right, what do you guys got for me down here now?
On your radar, you can identify game-run characters, known as non-player characters in your area. You can also see if they will attack you. Non-hostile NPCs...
Oh, you know what? I just realized, I don't know if the game...
NPCs who can be attacked but will not attack first.
Okay, game audio is on.
NPCs who are openly hostile and who will attack you will show up as red dots. The corpse will show up as a white X. You can...
Lieutenant? I've been expecting you. You'll need some information to get around here. I don't need help. Certainly not, but information never hurts. So we wanted you to understand how to be prepared for any encounters. While you're recovering from the attack, we added some new technology to your compass and radar. Neat. What did he add? We added a life form detection module. With this, your radar will detect all life forms in the area around you. I think you will find it quite useful in getting around safely. Yes, this could be useful. Do I have anything else I can loot? No? Well, fine. Be that way. What do I got in my inventory? I got a CDF carbine, survival knife, wood staff, heavy axe, and a slither horn. Well, I'm ready to play music if I need to, and also a pistol. Sorry. This device may be used, Galaxy HoloNet device. This device may be used to browse and search the galactic HoloNet. Use the terminal to find organized information about the galaxy. Radio and use the search function to find results for specific keywords. Huh. Interesting. That I feel like is a little bit new. I see the red marker.
In Star Wars Galaxies, you navigate by waypoints. These waypoints are indicated in 3 ways. Blue arrow.
Hurry up now, we can't have you straggling behind. The weapons master is waiting for you. It's about time. Didn't anyone tell you where he is? If they had, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you. Then I won't bore you with my presence. The weapons master is waiting for you in the next room. He does not take kindly to those who would waste his time. Now hurry. Finally, I get to shoot something.
Combat is a major part of the Star Wars Galaxy experience. You begin
Indeed.
by equipping a weapon. To do this, open your inventory. Press I. In your inventory, you will find a number of different... Place your cursor on the destroyed droideka. Single left click to target it. Notice its health bar now shows up on your screen. As you attack the droideka, this... To engage...
The droideka! They've raised the threat level to extreme. We need to make sure you are properly equipped. Threat level? Yes, and that's all thanks to you. There have been threats made against you in this station. We can't have you running around unarmed. In your inventory, you should find several weapons. Our practice droideka is over there on the platform. Take a few shots at it. Try different weapons. All right. Thank you. I guess they're telling me. Let's go with the carbine there. There we go. All right, neat. Now, if only you had like the bracers or something, the knucklers, so I could just start doing my Terrascasi stuff. Or at least certainly my... Once I get down to the planet, then I'll kind of show off the... Why do I have 2 survival knives now? But I'll show off the...
In Star Wars Galaxies, NPCs that are involved in quests are indicated by a...
The pirates have infiltrated. They've taken a prisoner, and they want you to exchange him for you. You have to go somewhere. You have to do something. Let me at him. That's right. Why you're trusting me, Imperials, I don't know. But I appreciate your kindness. Filthy creatures! Thank you for your credits. It is greatly appreciated. Wait, that was it? The one little pirate that got in? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hold on a minute, Fractured. I must have a word with you. Do you know of the war that is brewing? Of course, the Empire will defeat those rebel scum and return peace to the galaxy. I'm glad you understand the true nature of the war, but before you see the commander, here's something you must know. Who are you? Who are you? I'm a friend of the Empire's, which is more I can say for those on the station. Friend of the Empire? Yes, I work directly for Emperor Palpatine. I've been investigating the commander of this station. He's suspected of being a rebel sympathizer and has been smuggling guns to them. He is the one who tipped the pirates off to your presence in this sector. He will kill you before you can join the Empire. Let them come for me. I'm not afraid of them. You are brave for one so young, but without training, your bravery alone will not keep you alive. I'm going to give you ticket to Mos Eisley. Use the travel terminal in this room to get there. I will have a friend there who will oversee your training until you are most proficient in your skills. Her name is Gendra, and I will give you a waypoint to find her. Now hurry, someone is coming. Who's coming?
Oh my gosh, he's a Jedi!
Inquisitor. Oh no. Oh no. No, no. You guys, seriously? Oh. You got the Disney shit content in here? I see the bro. And my disappointment has grown now. When you have a free moment, come and by and see me. I have much to discuss with you, and perhaps some work that they can do for me. Well, that was disappointing to see. Static saying your guide's run is a little fruity. Is it? He does kind of. He just kind of swagger around, doesn't he? The hell is going on here? Galactic Fortitude Vendor, what does that mean? Who are you? Who are you? My name is Sifi, and it's a pleasure to meet you. I manage the market for Galactic Fortitude tokens. Ah. The tokens vendor. I don't know why it is, but I prefer having my radar down here at the corner. Don't ask me why, it's just one of those things. I kind of mentioned it when I was going over some of the information on this. What I found interesting was, like I said, the trees for their whole prestige and stuff like that. Like you see the two-handed, the pole arms, the one-handed, and the unarmed, but now, unlike some of the other servers where it is just to, in the case of the unarmed, you go directly to Terrace Kasi or to Fencer, but this isn't what it was. So like I said this to my brother before I started the stream. I don't know how I really feel about the change up of names. You got the two-handed, which was the swordsman, and that was what it went to, was swordsman, but now they call it berserker. And then for polearms, it was pikeman, now it's called lancer. Again, I don't know quite how I feel with those name changes. Why you felt the need to do so, I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. But this is the interesting part, is how they have optional that you can now go to. Even in the one-handed, you can be optionally go over to Terras Kasi to start that. So it's kind of like you can just, like they kind of talked about, you keep a little more of a direct focus, which is good. So you can just, if you're wanting to build that character in Brawler, which that's funny, they still keep it as Brawler, but you just go, you either keep just strictly one unarmed, or you go the one-handed route, two-handed, but then like it is, yeah, you can take it in those different directions. So you can get that unarmed skill for sure, but then say bounce over to any of the others. Even, wow, even Bounty Hunter. Oh, okay, that, you know, if they just didn't have the freaking Disney content, this is actually kind of interesting, because normally Bounty Hunter was, yeah, from Scout. You go to Scout, then to Bounty Hunter in the trees here, but that's, so then you could be kind of a melee bounty hunter. So like it is, you could probably go your unarmed route, build that up, go to Terras Kasi, but then also go into bounty hunter and kind of do that as the secondary. Like I said, I'm really unsure how I feel about some of this now. That's kind of, I mean, that's kind of, it's not bad. Being able to do that. And then even for Scout, you can optionally go to Smuggler or Squad Leader. Wait, where's military methodology? Oh, okay, so it's under camouflage as the terrain negotiation. Gotcha. Okay. Well, like I said, some of this is some of these changes are interesting. Because then, of course, yeah, sharpshooter, you got all the typical places, but then the optional smuggler for pistols, of course. And then your range support, you got optionally, you can go over to bounty hunter, combat medic, squad leader, or commando. Medic, that's interesting. You could go to, of course, under medical augmentation, you could go to doctor. But the main tree is medical support to go to doctor. But then you can also go to smuggler from the medical support tree. Entertainer seems about the, I don't need that. I can surrender it. Yes. But yeah, that's An artisan doesn't quite have the same optional skill sets. I surrender that as well. I don't need that. Huh. I'll drop sharpshooter as well because I'm not gonna be using that. Okay, so here it is: base professions, the artisan, brawler, entertainer, medic, scout, sharpshooter. And then you have advanced professions: the architect, armorsmith, berserker, which was swordsman, and it's kind of funny. It still has sword offense and stuff like that. Bioengineer, bounty hunter, carbineer, chef, combat medic, commando, creature handler. I didn't see any. Creature handler didn't have any optionals. That's it. That it branched from. Dancer, doctor, droid engineer, fencer, image designer, lancer, merchant, musician, pistolier, ranger, shipwright, smuggler, sniper, squad leader, tailor, terrascasi, and weaponsmith. Secondary professions. That's the alliance. Oh, okay, so this is the piloting. Alliance starfighter pilot, chronicle mastery, which that again was the chronicle stuff was NGE material. You got your freelance pilot, imperial ace, navy pilot, master politician, and then there's the prestige, which we went over. All the ranks for this, for the manufacturing prestige, mercenary, war broker, hired gun, contract runner, balance enforcer, mercenary legend, PvP prestige. You could be a PvP legend. Space PvP prestige, one hell of a pilot. So the ranks that they told us about. Galactic prospect, surveying prestige. Let's see. Remove that. I'm not gonna be doing that. It's not for now. So now it seems like they do set you on a little more of a path here. Oh, we've got an Ada Wong in the chat. Oh boy. Do I have anything I could set in here? Show the collections. I'm a wanderer. They didn't even give me a vehicle at least, man. Is it because I got distracted by the goofball Inquisitor? Is that it? God damn it. Let's find this Gendra and see what they want. I wonder if that's just the advantage of doing this, because I don't think I had I had these missions when I first joined this server, but I could be mistaken. All right, what do you want, Gendra? Welcome, traveler. Heard you're new in town. Mos Eisley can be a dangerous place. What can I help you with? Oh, this is Can I get a speeder? No, but I can help you make your own by acquiring parts around town. All right, where do I start? I've seen some parts and pieces I've had my eyes on. If you go get them, I'll help you assemble your speeder. All right. We will first assemble my speeder. Okay, that'll at least help me get around town, damn it. Wait. You got an Imperial, but there's a Rebel banner up? Disgusting. Disgusting. Imperials, what are you doing? Need to clean up this place. Let's see. Let's get the unarmed on there. Oh, and camouflage. There we go. Hello, Blessed T. How's it going? How you doing this morning? Saying I'm playing this soon. Oh, nice. There's some more parts you'll need. Look and see if you can find power supply nearby. Myself, now I'm a little I was you know, interested in this server, but if they are including the Disney shit, that brings a lot into question. Because it's one thing to have had an Inquisitor, which did exist pre-Disney. But when I saw the ring lightsaber hilt and the way the design of the character of the Sith that came out and attacked was not good. Not good at all. It was everything wrong. Oh boy, that's a big Creedle over there. Over Creedle. Oh boy. Let's not mess with that there, chat. Let's leave it alone. At least let's try. Don't mind me, just nabbing parts here. Thank you. Great, you just need a chassis to put it in. There's some Tusken scavengers around that area that might just have what you need. I believe I mentioned this when playing... What the hell? Somebody has their luxury yacht parked over there by the... Huh. Interesting. Over by the spaceport. Huh. Well, yeah, no way would Tuskens settle this close to a... or at least be near this close to a town. I'll punch the crap out of you. And thank you, Blessed T, for the follow. Much appreciated. Again, I don't know why Stream Elements isn't doing the alerts. Something seems to be bugged. I need to reconnect Twitch with Stream Elements to get it working. It's funny, I'm killing Tuskens, and then the desert music from the Star Wars Force Commander starts playing. Weirdly appropriate. I can get my unarmed one now. Star Wars Force Commander has some pretty great tracks. Okay. You've received an award. You've done it! You should now have a deed in your inventory. You can use it to get your speeder ready. Sorry, someone was jamming me. Anyway, now that you have a speeder, why don't you speed back into town and see my friend Paul? He can give you a customization kit for it. Neat. First, I gotta check this out. What the hell? So this is actually supposed to be here. Huh. A shady pirate. Oh, for God's sakes. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who am I, you ask? Well, my dear friend, let's just say that I'm a bit of an entrepreneur, if you will. A man with connections and resources. Let's just say requiring things that others might find, shall we say, difficult to obtain. Unique items, rare artifacts. What's your name? Oh, fine. I think he's supposed to be Holdo from Clone Wars, which, ugh. Or no, was that? I forgot that pirate's name now. I wanted to say Holdo, but now I mixed it up with the retarded person from Last Jedi. Yes, hello, dog. Go back to Gendra. All right. Wait, weren't you supposed to give me a kit? Diagnose, install engine, install booster. Well, that's new. Install cooling system. Huh. Diagnose vehicle. Huh. Interesting. Oh, there we go. color trim. Okay. I was gonna make me use. I thought it did both. That's kind of obnoxious, but whatever. Whatever. Well, don't be shy now, Gendra. Come on. Have you ever heard of the Jedi? I want to begin my legacy quest. Huh. Let's see what it says in the Jedi. And not that I recall. Oh, wait, wasn't it that an old religion or something? All right. Funny you mention, Han Solo has been trying to get in touch with you. Let's see what he has to say. Description: Han has contacted you about your Imperial abduction on Tansari. Apparently, Jabba has taken notice of this and thinks you would make a good henchman. Jabba doesn't exactly hire people. If you don't work for him, he will turn you into the Empire. Han wants you to meet with his friend Vork, who he says may have a plan to help you get out of this situation. Well, yippee yahoo. Oh, dang it. Here it is. I think Jabba's on to me. I can't risk making contact like this, but Jabba's after you to work for him too. Now, Meet my friend Vork at the starport. He'll tell you what's going on. Well, neat. This thing moves better than I remember it. I wonder if that's been their doing. Now, where is... That is the trainer. Okay, there's Vork. Clone Wars veteran. Okay. Okay. Okay, must be. I think the trainers are in here. Instead of just having them all out on the streets, I like centralize them to the buildings, which I guess, you know, at the end of the day made sense, just to kind of give reason for going into some of these places. I love that he looks like a kind of stereotypical monk too. Unarmed one, give it to me. Yes, yes. Yay! I don't know why it didn't just go automatically to unarmed 2. I don't know why I had to select it like that, but whatever. Whatever. Oh wait, I can also. There we go. That way, I have the marker for the trader. Man, people hitting levels all over the place. Whoops. Ah! That could be the thing. Sometimes traveling would be a little janky. All right, Vork, what's up? You have to hurry. Jabba's already searching for you. Why does Jabba want to force me to work for him? Can't explain right now. The Empire wanted you because you're special. I'm special. That's good enough for him to want you too. That's all I can say right now. So what do I do? I have inside information that Jabba's man Bib is going to contact you shortly. Just do what he asks. We'll make sure to get you out of this situation. Is he going to kill me? No, he wants you to work for him. We've got people on the inside that will be able to help you later. Just do what Bib asks. How will I know I can trust? You won't. Just do what Bib asks and we'll handle the rest. Okay, I'll see what he says. Ah, the troublemaker. Jabba's not pleased with you. Go see the mayor. If you can help him pay Jabba, it might buy you some mercy. Well, neat. I already played this track. Meeting the mayor. Oh, I went in the wrong place. Whoops. Whoopsie doodles. All right. This is gonna be the funny. This is like basically some of the stuff here I'd be doing if I was playing on the Legend server too. There's the mayor. Hello. Welcome to Mos Eisley. I'm Mayor Guthrant. Interesting. Do you know the history of Mos Eisley? It's a beautiful city full of life and character, and one of the best cantinas in the known galaxy. I hear you need some help with debt owed to Jabba. Yes, my debt. My next payment, a speeder deed, was stolen from me. I can't divert or raise the money with all the problems in the city. If you do some things for me, it might free up some funds I need. Oh God. I see. What would I have to do? Mos Eisley suffers from Tusken Raiders, wild vermin, and menacing hooligans. I don't have the staff to handle these problems. I need you to go out there. You want to help the city, don't you? Oh boy, let's go down the list, I guess. Tell me about the wild vermin. Intha Candela has been clamoring that she needs some help controlling the population of various vermin on the outskirts of Mos Eisley. Give her assistance that she requires. I'll help her. So yeah, we're basically just going into now the mission lines that the NGE basically introduced. Whoops. Okay, whoop. Nope, not that inventory. Different inventory. Oh, dang it. I think I just put away my vehicle. Pardon my bad driving. Alright, this will make it easier. At least I'm on the outskirts. Okay, I'm just going around in circles now. What the hell am I doing? I'm all over the damn place. Oh, here we go. Hello. I assume the mayor sent you. Yes, he did. Well, at least he is listening. I need people to do some dirty jobs. You interested? Just tell me what to do. Here you go. I need each spot visited and a census taken. Intha Candela is the animal control officer for Mos Eisley. She is severely underfunded. The vermin population outside the city walls is becoming a major public health hazard. First task that she has for you is to take a census of the area's infestation around Mos Eisley. All right. Womp rats and mound mites have been added to your for that location. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. At least somebody thanks me for a job well done. That was what part. There we go. Leave me alone! I mean, unless you want me to come back and gank you, I can. But I'm trying not to get myself into too much trouble. Okay. Great job. This is worse than I expected. To come back and we'll set it. Oh boy. Worse than you expected. Oh no. Oh no. Why do they keep getting stuck? Come on. There we go. All right, how bad are things? Great work on the census, and infestations are worse than I thought. Here's something for your trouble. Talk with me if you want more. Thanks, I will. Just upload the data. I'll get working on it. Jeez. All right. Yeah, kill womp rats. Kill the filthy creatures. Tempest Rill. A wart. Mound Mite. The Womp Rat is hiding in the... Oh no. Oh no. Oh! That was unexpected. Well, that's a. Didn't think I was gonna experience a crash like that, but all right. Why did it reset all my... Well, at least reset this stuff. That's weird. Huh. Weird. All right, let's go to a different area where hopefully the womp rats are attackable and not stuck in rocks. Oh wait, you know what? If any, because I know I got on X, I did have the restoration account follow me, and in case they do happen to drop by the stream here at this waypoint, let's even take a screenshot of the womp rat stuck in some rocks. Anybody else out there that can confirm, please do. I do enjoy me some bug reporting. Bug report. All right, there's the womp rat. At least that's giving me the... Let's see if it'll give me... If I can kill the 3 here and then be done with it. Nope. Only counted 1. Gosh dang it. So now I gotta head to one of the other spots. At least it's just 3, and I have the different places to go to. Marvelous. Uh-oh, chat, am I in trouble? Oh, I'm in trouble now. Running! Running, 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 running! Leave me alone! No! Alright, well at least they didn't kill me. They didn't death blow me. Dickheads. All right, let's see if it'll let me kill one of these guys and get them. All right, there we go. Nothing worth taking. Fine, be that way. Fine, be that way. Alright, hopefully no more womp rats and rocks. Thank God. Complete! No, leave me alone! No! It's been too soon! Oh! Gooey reduces regeneration and healing of mind in action. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that just figures. It's not much of a burst run, but I guess it's better than nothing. All right. Get him into the doctor's place. Well, I still don't understand what these goofballs are up to. Okay. Well, that's been the 2 hours. I'm trying to get things back condensed. Last week was just kind of an exception with all the demos that I wanted to check out, and hopefully you liked that last week. Not quite getting into all the new content for the restoration, but if you want, I can switch things up, and instead of going to the Legends server, I can kind of just focus on this server so we can eventually check out the future content that they do have for this game. Please drop a comment and everything and all that. Let me know. Otherwise, I think we will be calling things here. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for joining me for this morning's Respawn Roast Cantina. I greatly appreciate it. We had a good bit of viewers over on the Twitch side. And thank you all again who recently followed the channel. Hopefully I will keep your interest with everything. And of course, thank you, Static, for being in the chat, saying that my guy ran a little fruity. But I appreciate it. And Bless Tease, who is going to be playing some Restoration as well soon. And of course, the Dolphin Porn Spammers over on Kick. Thank you. But thank you, Ads, for dropping on by. Lil Rick 99, Lord Finn 44, DY Play, Kimoy 6, and JM Prof for sharing the link, I'm guessing, to your community. Thank you very much. And yeah, I still gotta get myself through Lego Batman 2, because it seems like the new Lego Batman game is quickly approaching. I'm gonna want to be squared away for that game once that does drop. And of course, if you do have any other suggestions, please let me know. And of course, if you're on the replay, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the show. And drop a comment, smash the like if you do, and all that good stuff. And with that, I will say thank you, goodbye, and I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.